you talk about his loyalty to guys. There's also the other side of that is unwillingness to bring in new guys, right? And the two that you mentioned for me, Diego Lainez and Santiago Jimenez, I think we can obviously add Chicharito Hernandez to that list as well as guys that aren't here that could have been. But those two guys specifically, when Mexico needs another goal late in that game, they bring in Raúl Jimenez, who is less than 30% of what he was pre-injury. And Charlie Rodriguez, who hasn't had a good, I mean, he had a brief run of decent form in Liga MX, but
2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. And so those are your options off the bench when you need a goal, when there are guys, sitting at home watching. I mean, everything about Tata Martino in this tournament is unforgivable, from the tactics to the personnel decisions, and it's just a huge disappointment.
Ale?
Well, a few days ago, I had a back and forth with Seb, and following the Poland match, in which I felt was a wasted opportunity for Mexico. He felt very optimistic and felt like that was a positive result for Mexico. So what is it? Because now you're telling me that they didn't do enough against Poland. Yes, of course they didn't do enough against Poland. And this is what I've been saying all along. They did not do enough against Poland. The fact that you did your job, actually. You beat Saudi Arabia. And losing to Argentina, when you're budgeting a group, losing to Argentina is not why you're out of the World Cup. You're out of the World Cup because against Poland, a very limited Polish team, you were not able to create enough chances and actually take risks going forward enough to where you can score goals. That's why Mexico is out, not because they didn't score enough goals against Saudi Arabia tonight.
Wait to kick Emmanuel's down, Ale.
No, I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question.
Go on, Seb.
I didn't know Mexico was going to set up for nothing in the game against Argentina after the Poland game. And we have to be honest about that Poland match, too. They get a penalty with one of the greatest strikers in the world, and Memo Ochoa makes a save on a penalty, which he, by the way, never does. That's why you have to feel optimistic. You could have been done after the first game.
To Ali's point, heading into the World Cup group phase, that's the most important game, is the Poland game. We spoke about it. Yeah. You're not out of this tournament because you lost to Argentina. I think you would have expected the loss to Argentina.
Yeah, if
you're out of this tournament because you didn't get a result versus Poland.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. They did enough against Saudi Arabia. They didn't do enough in the 2 games prior. That includes Poland. It also includes Argentina.
What did you expect them to get out of Argentina before the group even started, before the tournament even kicked off? What was that for you? Was it an L or was it a tie?
In 2014, nobody thought they would get anything against Brazil. They got a tie.
What was it today? What did you bet?
Nobody thought they would get anything against Germany. We budgeted nothing against Germany in 2018.
What did you expect, Seba?
Mexico in the group phase is different than Mexico in the knockout rounds.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
And had they played the way they played today against Argentina, I think it's a vastly different story in that game, and we're having a vastly different conversation today.
Okay.
That's a lot of ifs and buts.
No, listen, we're going to leave those guys to it. They'll no doubt be arguing into the night.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.